Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. We're glad you're here today. It is now 2 o'clock and auctions always begin on time. We're going to keep that tradition here at the Kansas Auctioneers Association at the State Fair and call this operation to order today. If you have not registered by getting a bidder number at the auction trailer, you need to do that right now. You have plenty of time. In January of every year, the Kansas Auctioneers Association has a winter convention. We strategically move our winter convention around the state of Kansas because we truly represent all the auctioneers and the great people that shop at auctions across the state of Kansas. Likewise, we have many members from neighboring states. From Colorado, we have great participation from Oklahoma, from Nebraska, from the state of Missouri, from Iowa, and as far away as Texas and beyond. So we move our convention around the state of Kansas. One of the highlights of the convention each year is those contestants who desire to enter the preliminary competition may do so at the convention. This year, approximately 40 contestants competed to become one of the 10 finalists to make it to the Kansas State Fair Finals here at the State Fair. You will be meeting those 10 contestants today. Those 10 contestants are going to be coming out here very soon, and they'll each be selling 3 items. They will sell 3 items. They did not get to select the items. They were provided by the Kansas Auctioneers Association. The proceeds from the sale go to the Kansas Auctioneers Association, and the money is used in our educational fund that we use to educate our directors each year. And a portion of the money goes to the Kansas scholarships that we award to those people who apply for scholarships from the KAA because of some familial connection to the Kansas Auctioneers Association. If you have not attended an auction before, you're in for a real treat. It's the fast, fun, and fair way to sell absolutely everything because you do it right in front of everyone. You pit bidder against bidder, buyer against buyer, each looking for that item that they desire. We're going to do it exactly that way today. The only important rule you need to remember are 2 things: bid fast and bid often. You want to be the high bidder, you have to be the high bidder to win the item. And secondly, you have to pay at the end of the day. You can pay today at that auction trailer. We'll take any form of payment that you like, cash, check, or any kind of credit card, unless it's like a filling station card, of course. But other than that, any kind of credit card will be good. We're happy that you're here today to participate. Now, let me explain just a bit about the scoring. You see, the Kansas Auctioneers Association champion is chosen on three general categories, but there are many specifics within each of those categories. The first, and it represents 40% of their score today, is their auction chant. That auction chant is what we're known by as auctioneers. When you introduce yourself as an auctioneer, usually someone says, "Oh, you're one of those people that talks fast." Well, kind of, that's a little bit of it. And certainly that's part of what they're being judged on today. So their chant, they're judged on their clarity, their accuracy, their tempo, their rhythm, the tone of their voice, all of those kinds of things that are the verbal part of an auctioneer's chant. The second thing they're judged on today is the second category, and those are kind of the intangibles, and that includes their stage presence, their appearance today, how they handle the stage and the crowd, how they maintain eye contact and scan the audience for all those bids. We don't want to miss out on a bid. So our judges will be looking to see if they're accurately scanning from left to right and from top to bottom to make sure they're working the best they can for the seller. They'll also be judged on their salesmanship. They've had about 20 minutes to look at the items. The items are all awesome, but admittedly some of them are kind of unusual and they have a lot of details about them. We chose those items for a reason. We make them learn very quickly how to sell those 3 items and talk about the best components and features of those items. So that's part of the test. Then finally, when the 10 finalists have completed, we'll take a moment to tabulate the scores, and the top 5 will be determined. Those top 5 will then be sequestered in a soundproof room behind stage, and they'll be called back to the stage one at a time, this time to fulfill the second major component of their scorecard, and that is their performance in the interview portion. They'll each be asked 2 questions. Each candidate receives the same 2 questions. Only 2 people know what those questions are. They haven't been shared with the judges. Of course, none of the contestants, none of the members of the KAA board, only 2 people know what they are. They're right here and they're upside down, and they'll be revealed only when those finalists come out. Again, if you have not picked up a bidder number, now's the time to rush over there and get your bidder number, because we are about ready to start. Now, the Kansas champion receives a nice variety of prizes as the champion. Today, the winner will walk, it's down here and I can't bend over very well, but the winner today will walk around with a brand new belt buckle. I'm going to show you kind of what it looks like. I was fortunate enough to receive the crown in 2015, and so they're going to get a belt buckle like this. Obviously, it looks a lot better on me than on a lot of people, Andy, but they'll get a nice belt buckle. It's inscribed. It'll say Kansas Auctioneers Association Bid Calling Champion 2017. So that's one of the things that they will treasure, I know, for life. They'll also receive a fantastic personalized plaque. On that plaque is a gavel, one of the tools of the auction industry. When the hammer falls, when the gavel falls, the item is sold. And so their plaque will have their name, the year, and a beautiful walnut gavel. They also receive a check for $200. They receive a one-year membership to the National Auctioneers Association. We represent the Kansas Auctioneers Association. Our members are also members of the National Auctioneers Association. Both associations represent the auction industry and promote the auction industry to the people of their various states or across the United States. Now, the state champion each year will be eligible to compete in the International Auctioneer Championship. In Kansas, we are proud to have had, help me, Andy, 2 international auctioneer champions go on from this to compete with the best auctioneers from all around the world and come home with Kansas champion also being the International Auctioneer Championship. The KAA will pay for their entry into the International Championship. And this is new this year. The new champion will be a guest on tonight with Jimmy Kimmel Live, pending a response from Jimmy Kimmel. We haven't heard back yet. Each of the finalists will receive a plaque, and the top 3 will all receive a cash prize. We want to thank our sponsors that sponsor our events. We have a wonderful group of sponsors that work within our industry, and we work with a lot of banks and title companies and advertising outlets from all across the great state and nation. And Kansas Secured Title of Wichita, Security First Title, and Rural Messenger are 3 of our finest. We love to have them. If you'd like to associate with the Kansas Auctioneers Association, it's a fine organization of people, and we have all kinds of sponsorship opportunities. We would welcome your participation. At this time, I would like to introduce the president of the Kansas Auctioneers Association. It is indeed a grueling job. Before you can become president, you have to serve 3 years on the board of directors. Following that, you have to be persuaded to run for vice president. Then a new 3-year cycle begins. You begin as vice president, then the next year as president-elect, and finally the 3rd year, you are the president of the Kansas Auctioneers Association. This year, we are very fortunate in Kansas to have a gentleman who not only makes his mark in Kansas, but across the nation. Every auctioneer that's a member of a professional auctioneers association from coast to coast knows this gentleman because of his expertise in auction marketing, in technology, and the auction method of marketing. He's our president. We're proud to welcome to the stage Mr. Arlen Traffus.
Thanks, Lenny. I won't take up too much of your time, folks, but I do want to say on behalf of the Kansas Auctioneers Association, welcome to what has turned out to be an absolutely beautiful day. I want to thank Lenny, Eve, and the rest of the folks on the contest committee for doing a wonderful job preparing for today's event. But most importantly, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming out and supporting your favorite contestant, for coming out and supporting our organization, and for coming out to hopefully have a ton of fun today. And I just want to remind you that if you are looking at hiring an auctioneer to sell anything for you, whether it's real estate or personal property, equipment, collectibles, anything in the world, I would like to encourage you to remember to look first to hire a member of the Kansas Auctioneers Association. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Lenny. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Colonel Arlen Traffus, the president of the Kansas Auctioneers Association. Now, when you're in the auctioneer business, you call on all kinds of people to help you. We need clerks, we need bid assistants, we need people to carry things, to set stuff up, to clean houses out, to go in dusty barns and carry things out, to power wash equipment, all those tasks. So the auctioneer profession is a lot more than just standing up here with a microphone or standing on a wagon bed with a microphone. There's a lot that goes into it. The most important component of the auction team is probably not the auctioneer. It's actually the one who's more in touch with the bidders, and that's those bid assistants, the ring men. And we have today with us some fantastic professionals. All of the people that you see in red vests today are members of the KAA, and they're all going to be helping us. But I want to point out four in particular. We have four gentlemen with us today who have gone on to be Kansas champions and are kind enough to return today. They're all very active in our association. They're here today to work as bid assistants, so when you bid today, bidding to one of them is the same as bidding to one of us. They'll get your bid, they'll pass it along to the auctioneer. So please welcome the gentleman in the hat. He sells four or five livestock auctions every week. He is the 2002 Kansas Auctioneer Champion. Give a warm welcome to Mr. Mike Bailey. Right over here on this side of the stage, I want to give a warm welcome to the 2003 Kansas Auctioneer Champion and one of our bid assistant extraordinaires, Mr. Bob McBride. Next up is the hardest working member, I'm convinced, of the KAA. He works tirelessly all the time. He is the 2004 Kansas Auctioneer Champion. Give him a hand, Mr. Andy Conser. And I am very fortunate to have a business partner who I think is one of the most fine gentlemen in the United States. He's also one of the finest auctioneers that ever walked God's earth. He is the 2000 Kansas Auctioneer Champion. He is the 2009 International Auctioneer Champion. Give a welcome to Mr. Colonel Kevin Borger. Well, I mentioned I was the 2015 Auctioneer Champion. It's now time to bring out the reigning champion. Our 2016 Kansas Auctioneer Champion. Please welcome Colonel Eve Rojas.
Thank you, Lenny, very much, and welcome once again to each and every one of you for sharing this beautiful afternoon with the Kansas Auctioneers Association and all of our contestants. It was truly my pleasure this year to speak with different individuals curious about the auction industry, having a passion and desire to become a part of an auction family, auction professionals, auctioneer. It was really a tremendous opportunity, so I thank each and every one of you again for being here to support the new champion. And Lenny, are we going to start out with maybe like getting to sell one
Ladies
more
and gentlemen,
thing?
the auction is on. It's a tradition that the last year's champion gets to sell the first item to get it going. This is a real auction. This is live. The bids are counted right now. And we're going to start off right now. Eve, we have something I know you're going to be excited to sell. This is from Wilton. This is a cake decorating set. It's a 48-piece set in a permanent plastic storage box and carry-all. It has all those tips, spatulas, and bags that you need to make cupcakes or cakes beautiful and delicious. Eve, sell it.
All right, I know there's nothing better than spending time with your daughters, your sons, your family, making something super sweet. Alrighty then, where'd you start me out? Able to go 100? How about 5? 10, let's go. Able to get 10, want to get 15, want to get 20, want to get 20, want to get 20, want to get 20, now $20. Able to get 20, thank you, now 25. Able to get 25, now 5, now 5. Anybody want to make it $25? Now that's all, the whole kit, 48 pieces. Able to get 25, want to get 25, want to get 25, thank you. Now 30, able to get 30, want to get 30, want to get 30. Anybody want to make it $30? Now 30, now 30, now 30, now 30, now 30, now 30. Anybody want to make it $30? Now 30, now 30, now 30. Yes! Now 35, able to get 35. Auctions are fun, ladies and gentlemen. Able to get 35, we get 35, we get 35, we get 35, we get 35. I think I'm going to tease you with one more thing.
Hey, Eve, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
You have $30 on that beautiful 48-piece
Yes.
set. But it would be easier to decorate a cake if you had one of those turntables. Bring it out. We have one of those fancy turntables also from Wilton. We have a cake turntable. You can put cupcakes or cakes on it, pies, whatever you want to decorate. Cake, include
There you
that.
go.
That's in. You're at $30.
I'm at 30, now 35. Able to get 35, we get 5, we get 5, we get 35, we get 35. Thank you. Now 40, able to get 40, we get 40, we get 40, we get 40, $35 here, $40 money where? Able to get 40, we get 45. Now 45, able to get 45, we get 5, we get 5. Are you sure? You'll be glad you did. Able to get 45, we get 5, we get 5, we get 5, we get 45. Anybody want to make it 45? We get 45, we get 45. Sell it $40 way up top. Congratulations, your bidder number. Bidder number 152, 152. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now the competition will begin. May I please welcome contestant number 1.
Hello, Kansas. Good to be in the great state of Kansas. Wow, what a great crowd. My name is Donny Stuff from Cassville, Missouri, and I'm going to be your auctioneer. I'm contestant number 1 for the next 3 auction items, and we've got some good items for you today. So, the first item that we have for you, here it comes right here. It's a 4-piece adjustable wrench set, crescent set, and it is a 6, 8, 10, and 12-inch set right there. If you don't have that in your toolkit, you need one. Right there. Here we go. Even bit of 5. Even bit of 5 here and 7 up here. We get 10. Hit 10. Even bit of $10, $10, $10, now even bit of 12 up here, 15 there, bit of 15. Hit 17, 50 to buy, bit of 17, 50, bit of $15, bit of 17 and a half. Hit 17, 50 to buy, bit of 17, 50, bit of now 17, 50, 20. And you're out on the left side. Bit of 20 to buy them. Even bit of 20. It's your turn. Even bit of 20 to buy, 20 to buy, bit of 20. Hit 17 and a half, 20 to buy, bit of 20 and a half. Sold out. 1750. Buyer number is 119. Thank you, sir. And a good-looking young man. Is that corn dog good? He said, you bet. Believe he'd wrestle you for it. Hey, look here. And speaking of that young man, we have a band in a box for you right here. It's a 10-piece set, 3+ age and over. Oh, boy, and a nice one there. Send your kids home with that. Here we go. Bit of 20. 20 to buy, bit of 20 dog, bit of 5, $6, bit of 6 to buy now, 7 to buy, bit of give $8, get $9, bit of 10, 11, 11 to buy, bit of now 12 here, bit of 13 there, bit of 13, even bit of 14, in $14, bit of whoa, stop! I just thought of something. Grandparents, I see a bunch of you out here. I got a great idea. Buy this, take it home, give it to your grandkids, send it home with your kids. Great idea, right? 13, 14, yeah, $14, bit of 14, even bit of 15, you're out. Yeah, $15, bit of $16 now, $17, bit of 70 to buy, you're out. Yeah, 17 here, bit of now, 17 there, bit of 18 here, bit of 18 to buy, bit of 19. Yeah, 19, even bit of $19, bit of 90 to buy, bit of get $19, bit of 90 to buy, bit of get 19 and I have 20. Yeah, $20, bit of 20, 20, 20, bit of 20 to buy, bit of you're out, ma'am. Yeah, $20, bit of 20 to buy, bit of 19, 20 to buy, bit of 20 and I have. So, $19. Buyer number is
144. 144.
144. Thank you very much. Hey, look here. The next item, it'll be number 1C. It'll be a 10-piece spring-loaded clamp set. For all you woodworkers, here it is. Or you guys, it's got a big shop. Here's your nice clamp set right here. 10. 10, even bit of 10 to buy, bit of $10, $10, bit of get 10. 10, even bit of 12, 50 to buy, bit of $15, bit of 15, bit of 15. $15, bit of now, even bit of 17, 50 to buy, bit of 17 and a half. In 17, 50 to buy, bit of 15 here, bit of 16. Let me help you. It's $16, bit of 6 to buy, bit of now $16, bit of 15 there, bit of 16 here, bit of 16 to buy. So, $15, and that buyer is 113. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Donny Stuff from Cassville, Missouri. Thank you very much.
Lenny, while the judges are finishing up their tabulations, I know you and I are both members of the Kansas Auctioneers Association. Why was it originally formed?
Well, the Kansas Auctioneers Association was formed to promote the general interests of auctioneers, and really it can all be found in the preamble to the Constitution of the Kansas Auctioneers Association. And that is, we're here to cultivate the spirit of cooperation amongst our fellow auctioneers, to improve our profession and protect the interest of the auctioneer, and finally to protect the people in the great state of Kansas from any unscrupulous practices. You know, we have a grievance committee whereby a member of the public could bring a grievance to the association, and I'm happy to report that in the 3 years I've been on the board of directors, our grievance committee has not had to meet. We have a great group of very professional auctioneers in our association.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready for contestant number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am contestant number 2, Ross Daniels, and I make my home in Humboldt, Kansas. I got 3 great items to sell to you today. My first item up is a 7-piece spurtle set. It says it's not quite a spatula, it's not quite a spoon. Just kind of do what you want with it. 7 pieces there. Good for all the bakers or anything you want to do right there. You make the cake and I'll help you eat it. All right, there, I'm going to be here, but 20. I'm going to be 20. I'm going to be 20. I'm going to be 10. 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 I'm going to be 5. Where? 5, 6 here, and 6. I'm going to be 7. I'm going to be 8. I'm going to be 9. I'm going to be 9. I'm going to be 19. I'm going to be 12. I'm going to be 14. 14. I'm going to be 14. I'm going to be 16. I'm going to be 16. I'm going to be 18. I'm going to be 20. I'm going to be 20. I'm going to be 10. I'm going to be 20. And 20 on 2. I'm going to be 2. 4. I'm going to be 20. I'm going to be 4. I'm going to be 4. I'm going to be 24. I'm going to be 20 on 4. 4 left field. I'm going to be 2 here. I'm going to be 4. I'm going to be 24. I'm going to be 22, 4, I'm going to be 6, I'm going to be 26, I'm going to be 6, I'm going to be 6, 8, I'm going to be 28, I'm going to be 8, I'm going to be 28, I'm going to be 26 here, 8, I'm going to be 8, I'm going to be 26 here, and 8, I'm going to be 26 and 8. Sold it, $26 left field. That's numbers out 151, 151 takes it. Thank you. Up next is lot number 2B, and there's a set of 4 ratchet straps right there. Good for tying down the loads when you're going down the road. The DOT would sure appreciate that, or restless kids, whatever you want to do with it. Right there. Right there, I'm going to be here. But 10, I'm going to be 10, 10, I'm going to be 10, 12, I'm going to be 10, I'm going to be 12, I'm going to be on the road, I'm going to be 10, I'm going to be 12, I'm going to be 10, I'm going to be 14, 14, I'm going to be $14, and 14, 16, I'm going to be 18, I'm going to be 20, I'm going to be 20, here, I'm going to be 20, here, I'm going to be 20, I'm going to be 20, I'm going to be 20, I'm going to be 18, I'm going to be 20, I'm going to be 20, I'm going to be 20, I'm going to be 18, I'm going to be 20, I'm going to be 18, I'm going to be 20, I'm going to be 20, I'm going to be 20, here, I'm going to be 18, I'm going to be 18, I'm going to be 18, I'm going to be 20. Sold it, $18 up front.
134.
134 takes it. Thank you. My last and final item is a pneumatic roller seat with a tool tray. It's adjustable height on there, so you can roll around with all those jobs there. If you don't want to kneel down, work better than a 5-gallon bucket, whatever you want to do with it right there. All right, there, I'm going to be here. Be 20, I'm going to 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 be 20 here. 10, let's go. I'm going to be 10, I'm going to be 10, 12, I'm going to be 14, 14, I'm going to be 16, I'm going to be 16, 18, I'm going to be 18, I'm going to be 20, I'm going to be 20, I'm going to be 20, I'm going to be 18, I'm going to be 20, I'm going to be 18, I'm going to be 20, I'm going to be 20, but 2, I'm going to be 2, I'm going to be 2, I'm going to be 4, 4, I'm going to be 20, I'm going to be 4, I'm going to be 24, 6 R, I'm going to be 26 here, I'm going to be 4, I'm going to be 6, I'm going to be 26 here, I'm going to be 24, 6 here, I'm going to be 6, I'm going to be 24, 6, I'm going to be 24 and 6. Sold it, $24 up front. That's number 126. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm contestant number 2 from Humboldt, Kansas, and thank you all for coming out. Thank you.
Lenny, I know that members of the KAA perform and plan all sorts of different auctions all over the region. I know I work at the auto auction. I have a storage account and travel doing nonprofits. What other type of auctions are there within our industry?
Well, you know, an auction can be used to sell just about anything, but in Kansas, one of the things you see a lot of is land. We see a lot of land, single-family homes, all kinds of real estate sold at auction. You are an auto auctioneer. You work the auto industry, so there's a lot of auctions for automobiles across the state for dealers and for the general public. They sell all kinds of heavy equipment, farm auctions, and all kinds of collectible, just about any asset, whatever asset it is, you have to sell. The auction method is the fast, fun, and fair way to sell it. You get to pick the date, and you let bidders compete against bidders to name their own price. Auctions will make you happy. Call on an auctioneer when it's time to sell some assets.
And now we are ready for contestant number 3.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Josh Miller, contestant number 3. I make my home in Beloit, Kansas with my beautiful wife and 2 children. I work for Hanson Auction and Realty in Beloit. I want to thank the KAA, first of all, for putting on a great event here at the Kansas State Fair. And also thank you guys for making it out here today in the heat. A little bit of shade for you, but appreciate everybody supporting the auction method of marketing. Thank you. My first lot will be lot number 3A. It is an iron tongue 51-piece socket set. Guys, if it's not in there, you probably don't need it. Sockets, nut driver, it's all in there. Auction's on right here, $35. How about with 35? And $35 over here, $1 over here, 35. 15, let's roll. How about with 15? And $15 over here, $1 over here, 20. How about with 20? That over here, 20. $20, how about with 15? I'm 15 in the back. 20 where? 5. And $5 over here, 20 here, and 5. And $5 over here, $1 over here, 20 here in the front. 5 here, how about with 5? And $5 over here, 30. Thank you, Mike. 30, no 5. How about with 35? 40. And $40 over here, $1 over here, $40. 35 here and 40. One more time. What do you think, Mike? $40. How about with 40? And $35 here, no 5 to 35. Sold them $35. Buyer number $145, $35, buyer $145. Next lot, lot 3B is a 13-piece cutlery set, Swiss design, 6 knives, got the sheets in there for your protection, and 1 pair of food-grade scissors. All right, right here, auction's on, $20, time it'll be 20. AM 20, no, don't hear no 5, 10. AM 10, no, don't hear no 10. To 10, pop here, give me 7.5, no 10. AM 10, no, don't hear no 12.5, no, don't hear no 15. $15, 17.5, Kevin, you're off, 17.5, 20. AM 20, no, don't hear no 25, for 5, hold on, $5, $5, and 25, 20 here, pop here, I'm gonna find, no, don't hear no 27.5, and 27.5, no, don't hear no $30, I'm 27.5 on top, 30 where, 2.5, AM 2.5, no, don't hear no 5, AM 30, no, don't hear no 37.5, heck of a battle here. 37.5, 5 here, 7.5, and 40, and $40. One time, how about 40, no, don't hear no 2.5, and 2.5, no, don't hear no kind of fun. 45, how about 45, no, don't hear no 5, $45. One time, 2.5 here, 5, 7.5, and 7.5, no, don't hear no $50, even money, 50, and 15, no, don't hear no 47.5 on top, 50 where, and 15, no, don't hear no 50. Sold them $47.50. Buyer 162, 162. Thank you. All right, my last lot this afternoon is lot number 3C. And I'll tell you what, if your household's anything like mine, you got 3 iPads, 7 phones, 19 computers, this will charge all of them in the same amount, this will charge 6 things at once in double the time as the regular chargers. 4 USB ports, 2 110 ports, you bet, charge them all in half the time. Hey, good one right here, $25, $125, and 25, don't hear no 25, 10, let's roll, 10, and 10, and 15, 20, 120, don't hear no, Andy, you're out, 20, 25, and don't hear no, Mike, you're out, 5, 30, and 30, don't hear no, 35, and don't hear no, 30, don't hear no, 5, 30 for 5, 30 here, 5 where, 30 with Andy, 5 where, 5, and $5, 40, and 40, don't hear no, 40, 35 in the back, Mike, 40 where, 40, don't hear no, 40, one time, 40, now 5, and 5, don't hear just under the gun, 45, 40 here, 5, now 47.5, and 7.5, don't hear no 47.5, and a half, don't hear no half, sold at $45, Andy, your way. 124, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again, contestant number 3, Josh Miller, Beloit, Kansas, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, our contestant number 5 called in earlier this morning and was unable to make it. So we will now move on to our contestant number 6. Number 4, I apologize. Contestant number 4.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tony Wisely. I was born in Coffeyville, Kansas, but now I make my home in Perry, Oklahoma. And it is indeed my honor to share the stage today with these 9 talented auctioneers here at the Kansas Auctioneer Championship Finals. I have 3 great items for you, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to raise some money for the Kansas Auctioneers Association. Let's start with item 4A. Now this is, ladies and gentlemen, the fire fishing pole. The new and improved way to roast the hot dogs and the marshmallows on the campfire. It's more fun because it's like fishing. Tell me, ladies and gentlemen, what do you want to get for it? I'm at top 2.5, I get 5, where? I get 5, now 7.5, I'm 5, I get 7.5, 10, 10, 12.5, 12.5, 15, I get 7, I don't know, 17.5, I get 20 now, 2.5, I have to get 2.5, man, your turn, 2.5. Now 25, on 2.5, I get 25, where? I get 25 in the back, now 7.5, I have to get 27.50, on 25, I get 7.5, 25, I get 7, I get 27.50, 25, I get 7.5, and I 25, 7.5. Sold your way straight away. Put them on 106 right there. 106, 25. All right, ladies and gentlemen, item number 4B. We have a personal touch from brother right here. Label all of your personal stuff, your business stuff. We've got the label maker, 2 tape cartridges, an AC adapter, never run out of batteries right there, ladies and gentlemen. Ready to go to work for you. Become organized. Tell me what we're going to get for it. I'll tell you to get 10 where? I'll tell you to get 10, 12 and a half. I'll 10 to get 12, to get 12 and a half. I'm 10, 12 and a half, 15 in the back. Now 17, 50, down 20. 17 and a half to get 20, 20 to get 20 where? 20 where? 20 in the back. Now 2 and a half, 5 to get 25 now. 25, sir, your turn, 7 and a half. 25, 7 and a half, $30 now to get 32 and a half, to get 32.50. I'll now 35, to get 35, 35. You want back in? 35. It comes with over $30 worth of extra supplies, ready to go to work for you. There you go, 35, 7 and a half. I'll 35 to get 7, 7 to get 30, 7.50, 35 to get 7 and a half, 35 to get 7 and a half, 35, 7 and a half, all in, and I sold it straight away again, $35 on 103. That's 103 is the buyer. Ladies and gentlemen, my last and final item. Item number 4C is a red party bucket. It is a 20 quart right there, ice chest, ready to store your drinks for the party. It measures 20 inches by 16 inches. And it'll do a good job for you at your next party. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me what we're going to get for it. I'll be able to buy I'll 5 to get 10 where? I'll 10 now, 12 and a half. I'll 10, 12 and a half, $15, 17, team to get 17 and a half. Now 20, 25. I'm 25. I'm going to get 25 now, 30. 25 to get 30 where? 25 to get 30, 30. You've been so good. How about 27.50 one time? You want back in? I'm 25. I'll take 27.50. Thank you. Now 30. 27 and a half to get $30, 2 and a half. 30. He sees the value right there. $30 to get 2. You will on 2 and a half. $30 to get 2 and a half. All in, all done. $30 to get 2, to get 2 and a half. And I have sold straight away. $30. Put them on 115. That's $30 on 115. Again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tony Wisely, contestant number 4. Thank you for your attention.
And for those of you that have just arrived and are wondering how to participate in this great auction championship, I can have you just step right over to the auction specialist trailer and you can register and receive a bidder number. So if you see everybody with these bidder numbers and you're wondering where they received them, right here. So you have a few minutes again right now to go over and participate, and we appreciate each and every one of you being here. And as I mentioned earlier, unfortunately, our contestant number 5 was unable to make it. So we will now welcome to the stage contestant number 6.
Good afternoon. Arlen Iker from right here in the wonderful town that you all have so gracefully graced with your presence today, Hutchinson, Kansas. I am contestant number 6. And with that, the first item is an LED work light. It is 1,000 lumens, just right for your shop needs or your house, or just have as a spare right here. Alrighty, somebody give me 20. Alright, 5 and 7 and a half. 7 and a half, $10 here in a minute, I'm 10. I'm 7 and a half, $10, we're 12 and a half. I'm 12 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, for a minute, 7 and a half, 20. I'm $20 here in a minute, 20, where I'm 22 and a half, 25, 25 here in a minute, 22 and a half, 25. Now 7 and a half, 27 and a half here in a minute, 25 here, 7 and a half. Now 30, I'm a minute, $30 here, so 7, 30, 32 and a half. I'm 32.50. Now 35, 35 here in a minute, 35. I'm 35 on the barrel and 35. I'm $35 here. Sir, did I mention it does have a shatter resistant glass in the front? 32 and a half, 35. On a minute, I'm 35 on the barrel here in a minute, I'm 35. 35 on the barrel and 35. 32 and a half, 35. 32 and a half, 35. I sold it on the right side, buyer number 130 for 32.50. Thank you. And my second item is a Craftsman 49-piece drill and driver set. It is an impact ready 1/4-inch drive set. There we go. Alrighty, somebody made 50. Alright, 5, 7 and a half. $10 here in a minute, 15 here in a minute, 20. I'm $20 here in a minute, 25, 25 to 30. I'm $30 here in a minute, 30 where? I'm 25 and 30. I'm $30 here, 25 here. How about 7 and a half? I'm 7.50 here in a minute, I'm not 30. I'm 32 and a half. I'm 32.50 here in a minute, I'm 32 and a half. I'm up in the stands on the right side, 30, 32.50. On a minute, I'm 32 and a half. In a minute, did I say it's high torque? There we go. High torque ready. On a minute, I'm 35. Now 37 and a half. Now 40. I'm $40 here in a minute. minute and 40, on a minute and 37 half, 40, where? 940 here in a minute and 37 half, in a minute and 40, 37 half and 40. I sold it for 37.50 Jack's Way, buyer number 160, number 160. And my last and final item is lot number 6C. It is a Chefman 180-degree grill and panini press. There we go for all your grill needs, and it always stays flat. There we go. Somebody give me $150. All right, 5 and 10. $110, 15. $15, $20. I'm $20, not 25. 25 here in a minute and 25. On 25 on the building. 25. $25 here in a minute and 25. Not 30. On a minute and 30. 35. On 35 on the building here and 35. 40. I'm 40, not 45. On 45 on the building. 45. On 40 here. 45. Where? I'm 45 on the building. 45. On a minute and 45. Not 50. On a minute and $50 here in a minute and 50. I'm 45 on the building. 50 here in a minute and 45. 50. On a minute and 50. It does have a non-stick grill. 47 and a half, now 50 to you, Daniel. On a minute and 50, on a minute and 47 and a half, 50, now 52 and a half, on a minute and 52, 50, 55, 55, on a minute and 55, here in a minute and 55, here in a minute and 52 and a half, 55, 52 and a half, 55. I sold it for 52 and a half to buyer number 130. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor. Arlen Iker, contestant number 6.
Lenny, when you introduced me, you said Colonel Eve Rojas. There's a lot of significance to that designation, Colonel.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. The term colonel first became associated with auctioneers going way back to the Civil War. In those days, the spoils of war were collected and they had a lot of surplus goods. They had guns, they had boots, they had clothing and jackets and horses and wagons. And so the United States needed to liquidate that stuff, and people were very desirous of it. So the distribution and transportation network wasn't the same in those days as it is today, and so rather than try to move all that to central locations, they sold it right on the spot using the auction method. And the Army commissioned Army colonels with the authority to liquidate those assets. And so dating back all the way to those days in 1865, forever, auctioneers have been known by the term colonel. So there you go, Colonel Eve Rojas.
And Colonel Mr. Lenny Mullen.
Did I tell it right? Is that how it happened over there, Vern? Is that the truth? Is that...
Ladies and gentlemen, now may we please welcome contestant number 7.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hunter Sturges. I'm from Oskaloosa, Kansas, and I will be contestant number 7 today. I have 3 great items I'm going to be selling to you. First one is going to be lot 7A. It's a 2-amp, 12-volt battery charger. There's 3 different stages of charging power on there, and I know about half of you out there, maybe more, have a mower that you're about to put in the garage for winter time, and it would be nice to go ahead and plug that in, put it on trickle charge, so when spring rolls back around, all you got to do is roll in there and start up your mower. So on that good battery charger right there, he give me on a bit of 5, he did another, he did 5. Now 7 and a half, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 7 and a half, and 20, he did 22 and a half, 25, 5, a bit of 25, 22 and a half over here, bit of 25, 5, a bit of 5, he did 20, he did 5, bit of 5, bit of 20, he did 22 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, Rebecca should now 30, he did 30, 30, 30, taking now 32 and a half, now 35, and 35, he did 35, 35, he did 35, now 7 and a half, 35 here, 37.50, sir, 37 and a half, and 40, he did 40, 40, he did, you're shaking your head the wrong, thank you, now 42 and a half, 42, he did 42, he did 42 and a half, on the middle of 40, he did 2, he did 42, 50, 40 in the back, he did 42, 2, he did 42, 50, sold it in the back, $40, put him on buyer number 116 is a winner, 116. The next item I have up for you guys is lot 7B. It is going to be a 2-piece, extra large copper fryer. All you gotta do is stick that puppy in the oven and put your fries in there and you have nice crispy ovens. Alrighty, right there, on the good one, right there, dude. Give me 2 and a half on the middle of 5, here, the middle of 5, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, on the middle of 5, 7 and a half, 10, on the middle of 10, here's the middle of 10, here's the middle of 10, 7 and a half, here's the middle of 10, 12 and a half, on the middle of 12, 15, 15, 15, 15, here's the 17, 50, 17, 50, now 20, here's the middle of 20, but 20, middle of 22 and a half, on the middle of 22, 50, and 25, 25, on the middle of 25, 5, on the middle of 27 and a half, sir, down the middle of 25, 7 and a half, and 30, here's the middle of 30, but 30, 32, 50, on the middle of 32 and a half, 32, 32, he's a bit of the 30, he's a bit of the 22, he's a bit of the 32, 50. I'm 30, he's a bit of the 22, he's a bit of the 35, 35, on the bit of the 35, on the bit of the 35, he's a bit of the 35. I'm 35, now 7.5, on the bit of the 35, he's a bit of the 7.5, 7.5, on the bit of the 35, 750, on the bit of the 35, 7.5, 7.5, and 40, on the bit of the 40, bit of the 40, 40, he's a bit of the 40. 37.5, he's a bit of the 40, bit 40, bit 40. Sold at 37.5, your way. 162. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, the last item of today I have for you is lot 7C. It's going to be a two-stage, double position right there, shot target right there. You can stick it in the ground, you can hang it on a tree. There's 2 targets you can shoot at. Right there, buy 7.5. Money's on. He's a bit of 7.5 and 10. On the bit of 10, he's a bit of 10 and 10. 4.5 on the bit of 15 here, 50, 7.5, 7.5, 20. And 22.5, 22, he's a bit of 25. On the bit of 25, 7.5, 7.5, and 30. He's a bit of 30. And 32, 50, 30, he's a bit of 35, 35, he's a bit of 35, 7.5, 7.5, 37, 50, 35, he's 7.5, 7.5 on the bit of 35, gonna be 750, he's a bit of 37, 50. All in, all done. 35, he's 7.5, 7.5 on the bit of 37, 50. Sold at $39 minimum buyer number. 131 is a winner. Again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hunter Sturges. I'm from Oskaloosa, Kansas. I'm contestant number 7. Thank you for your participation.
Lenny, I have a question for you. Why did Tommy Atadamus take 2 T's and put them on the top of 2 tall trees?
So that auctioneers would have a good tongue twister to practice. That's why. Do that a little quicker. Let's hear it.
Tommy Atadamus took 2 T's and put them at the top of 2 tall trees. Tommy Atadamus took 2 T's and put them at the top of 2 tall trees.
A big brown bug bit a big brown bear, big brown bug bit a big brown bear. Around the rough and rugged rock, the ragged rascal ran. Around the rough and rugged rock, the ragged rascal ran. Those are some of our favorites.
Yes, they are. And what we do as auctioneers is we have to keep our voices warmed up, our tongues warmed up, our minds crisp and sharp. So what we do is we use these tongue twisters to practice in our cars, in front of your teenage daughters when you want to irritate them a little bit, repeatedly, over and over and over again. But tongue twisters, for any one of you that's curious about how you start learning a bid call, an auction chant, go on YouTube and look up some really fun tongue twisters, and we'll do Betty Botter, one of the most famous ones, a little bit later too, but you can each learn one. So when you come back next year and see us, we'll take volunteers up there and you can showcase your talents. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready for contestant number 8.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's certainly a pleasure to be here at the Kansas State Fair. My name is Andrew Sylvester. I am contestant number 8. I'm from Wamego, Kansas. I'm here with my family today, and it's great to be here at the Kansas State Fair. Today on the offering, I have 3 items, just like all the other auctioneers. I'm going to start out here with a 300-foot open reel tape, ladies and gentlemen. It is safety orange in color, or if you're like me, it's pretty hard to leave at the job site because it is bright orange. What do you want to give here? Auction's underway. Here to bid another, put a bid another. Here we go. Here to bid another, put a bid another. 25. I'm at $25. Here to bid another, put a bid another. You can all play now to bid another. $5 to bid another. 7 here to bid another. 10 now. $12 now. 12 now. 15. 15 to bid another. $17 here. I'm at 17 now. 20 to bid another. 2 to bid another. 2 to bid another. 22. Bid 5. I'm at 25 now. 7 sir to bid another. 25 bid another. Bid another. Bid 7 to bid another. Now 30 to bid another. 30. What do you say, sir? To bid another. 2 to bid another. 35 to bid another. 5 to bid another. 35 now. 7. 37 no here to bid another. Bid another. 5 to bid another. 35's in the back. $37 back. I'm at 37 now. 40. I'm at $40 here to bid another. Bid another. 40 here to bid another. Bid another. 40 to bid another. 40 here to bid another. Bid another. 37 to bid another. Bid 40. Sold it in the back. $37. $37. Buyer number is 149. 149. Item number 2, the Magic Tracks. You bet. I tell you what, it's 11 feet long. It glows in the dark, ladies and gentlemen. It's got 5 LED lights. It's a kid's toy right here. It's got the decals. What do you want to give here? I'm up here to bid another. $15 here. I'm at 15 now to bid another. 15 here to bid another. Bid another. 5 to bid another. Who bid 5? Set it in. I'm at 5 now. 7 now. $10 here to bid another. 10 now. $12 here. I'm at 12 now to bid another. 12 here to bid another. Ma'am, you're out. You want to be 12? I'm at $12 to bid another. Now 15. 15, 15, 15, a bit another now 17, a bit another now 20, now 2, I'm at 22, a bit another now 5, 25, now 7, I'm at 27 here, a bit another 5, a bit another bit 7 here, a bit another 25, a bit another bit 7. Ooh, that was close, wasn't it? Now 30, I'm at $30 now, a bit another 30, a bit another yes or yes, give 30, I'm at $30 now, a bit another free toady, a bit another 27, a bit another 30 here, a bit another 27, a bit another bit 30. Sold, $27 in the back, $27.
144,
144, 144 be the buyer. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, my third item right here. You bet. It's called the Fry Guy. It's from Chef Man, ladies and gentlemen. If you like the deep fat fry, what you can do donuts or chicken. Or I tell you what, just go right over here, ladies and gentlemen, and take a look on this aisle. Here at the State Fair, you can figure out all sorts of things to fry. The one thing I'll tell you, it'll be satisfying when you're done. I'm up here, here we go. Here, give 50. I'm at 50. Down to the 50, to the 50, to the 60, to the 50. What's that? Oh, I never thought of that. 5. Thank you. Now 10. I'm at $10 buyer, to the 10, to the 10 here, to the 5, now 15. Sir, you're out. 15, to the 15, 15, 15. Now $17 there. I'm at 17. Now 20, to the 2, to the 2. Now 5. $25 to the 27. To the boys, you're both out. 27 buyer. I'm at 27. Now 30. Now 2. I'm at 32. To the 35. To the 5. To the 35 here. To the 32's in the back. 35. You're both out up front. 35. To the yes or yes. 35. To the 5. To the 32. To the bit. Wow, that's close. Now 37. What do you say back there? 37, now 40. The more you give for it, the more you like it. 37, give 40. I'm at $37 to bid, 40 here to bid, $37 to bid, bid 40, to bid, 37 to bid, bid 40. Sold it in the back, $37. $37, 138, 138. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time today. Wherever your final destination is, please be safe.
To those of you who are seated in the front rows, if you want to move back a few, now that we can see there's a little bit of competition growing between our bid spotters.
I'm like horribly in second place here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 contestants left. May I now please welcome contestant number 9.
Well, good afternoon, friends, family, and peers. My name is Julia Sparks, and I'm finalist number 9. I make my home in Manhattan, Kansas, and I'm so excited to be here on the stage with each and every one of you. I have 3 great items to sell for you, the first of which is lot 9A. It's the Nifty Nabber Grabber. You might have a little fun with this one. It has a magnet at the bottom so you can pick up any metal with ease, make that yard cleaning a little easier, and save your back. Let's go. Who bid $5? I'm at $5 bid 5, now 6, now $7 bid 7, $7 bid 8. I'm at 8, now 9, now $10 bid 10, 10, $11 bid 11. I'm at 11 right there, now 12, now 13, $13 bid 13, 14. I'm at 14, now 15, 14 right here, 15, now 17. I'm at 17, now 20, now 20, 22, 22, $22 bid 2. I'm at 20 with Kevin, now 2, now 22, 25. I'm at 22 in the back, now 25, 27. I'm at 25, bid 7, now 7 to 30, now 30, get the 30, 30, 30, 30. I'm at 27, now 30, now 30, now 30, now 2, now 2, 2, 30 in the back, now 32. I'm at 30 way at the top, now 32, now 2, 32, 32, 32, 32, all in, all done, and it is sold for $30. What's that buyer number? 103. Thank you so much, buyer number 103. My second item for you is lot 9B. It's a Tasco flashlight set. There are 3 and batteries are included. One for every location in the house and will help you light your path when the lights are out. Well, let's go in $5. I'm at 5, now 10, 15. I'm at 10, now 15. Thank you. Now 20, now 20, 22, ding, ding, 20, 20, 20, now 20. I'm at 15, who at 17, 17, now 17, now 20. I'm at 17, 20, now 22, 2, 2, ding, ding, 20, now 2, now 25. I'm at 22, at 5, now 27, now 7, now 7, now 30. I'm at 27, now 30, now 2, now 32, ding, ding, 2, 32. I'm at 30, but 32, now 2, 30 behind me, now 32. I'm at $30 better, not 2, not 2, not 2, now $30 better, not 2, all in, all done, 30, not 2, 30, not 2, and it is sold for $30. 169, the buyer, 169, thank you, sir. My final item for you is lot 9C. It is the Camp Chef Lumberjack Grill. Make that campfire and put it right on top. You're gonna have all of your camping treats right in front of you. Let's go. Who wants to take a family camping trip? Who at $5? I'm at $5. Now 10. Now $10. Now 10. 10. 15. Now 20. I'm at 15. Now 20. Now 20. Now 5. Now 25. 30. I'm at 25 and 30. Now 30. 30. 30. Now $5. Now 35. 40. I'm at 35 and 40. Now 40. 40. Go up to 40. 35. 40. I'm at 35 and 40. Now 40. Now who at 37 before we go? 35. Now 37. I'm at 35 and 7. Now 7. Think of all the fun you're gonna have. 37. Now 40. I'm at 37. Now 40. Now 40. 40. 40. 40. 40. Now 40. 37. Now 40. And I have sold it for $37. Thank you so much. Buyer number 119. Thank you, sir. 119. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been my privilege. Again, my name is Julia Sparks, finalist number 9. Thank you.
One of the probably most famous tongue twisters that auctioneers try to really perfect is Betty Botter. It's long, it's challenging. Do you want to show us your
Well,
talent?
you know, I can tell you the story, Eve, of how it happened. There was this lady named Betty Botter, and she loved to bake, and so one day she was making some batter, and she needed some butter, and she found out her butter was bitter, so she told her husband, if I put all this bitter batter in my and bitter butter in my batter, it's just going to make everything bitter. And so her husband, Bobby Botter, said, why don't you go down and get some better butter? And so he told the story to an auctioneer friend of his, and it's been passed down now for all these years, and every time it's told, it changes a little bit, but it gets faster every time you hear it. And so, are you going to do it, or do you want me to do it?
You go ahead.
All right, here we go now. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said this butter bitter. If I put it in my batter, it won't make my batter bitter. So she bought a bit of better butter, put it in her bitter batter, made her bitter batter better. So it's better. Betty Botter bought a bit of better butter.
Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said the butter's better. If I put it in my batter, it'll make my batter bitter. So she bought a bit of better butter, put it in her bitter batter, made her bitter batter better. So does better. Betty Botter bought a bit. Better butter. And with that, our final contestant, number 10.
Thank you, Eve. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor and a privilege to be here. I want to welcome each and every one of you to the auction here today. And I want to say a big, big thank you to the Kansas Auctioneers Association for putting together a contest where we can compete and show our skills and our talents in front of such a great crowd. Thank you very, very much. My name is Justin Bonchak, contestant number 10. And like I said, it's an honor and a privilege to be here. It's auction time, ladies and gentlemen. My first item is your multi-craft loom, ladies and gentlemen. It is made for all ages of children. You can make your anything you want, your purse, your hot pads. But ladies and gentlemen, the thing has 91 yards of yarn included in the box. So it's a complete deal. Ladies and gentlemen, walk out there. Now, Ron, tell me there. $5, $10. $5 here, going to be 10, 15. 15 there, now 10, 15, 15 down, 10 to 15, now 20. 20 down to 15, now 20, 20 down to 15 here, now 20, 20 down to 15. Give me 17 and a half. 15 here, now 17, 17 up to 17, 15. Now 20, 20 down to 17, 50, now 22 and a half. 20 bit to 2, 2 and a half. One more time, give me 22, 2 and 50. 2 down, hand bit of 22, 2 and a half. All in, all done. Here we go. 20 and 2, 2 and a half. 20 bit to 2, 2 and a half. All in, all done. 2 and a half. Sold them $20 and put them on number 122. 122 is the buyer number. Here's my second item, ladies and gentlemen, made by Craftsman. Your 2 1/4 ton jack stands. They're made right. I'm going to tell you $1 right there. Give me $5, $10 right. 5 here. Give me 10, 15, $15, 10, 15, 10, 15, $15, 10, 15, 15, now 20, now 5, a bit 20 here, 5, 25, now 30, 30, now 5, a bit 35, now 40, now 5, 45, a bit 40, now 5, now 50, 50 down to 45, now 50, 50 down to 47 half, 40 pounds, 7 half, now 50, 50 down, now 50 down, 2, 2 high, 50 down, 2, 2, 50, now 5, 55 pounds, 2 high, now 5, now 7 high, 57, 50, 55 here, gonna be 7, 7 high, falling, all done, 55, 7 high, 55 here, gonna be 7, 7 high. Sold them, $55, way up high. It looks like 174. 174 will be the buyer. Thank you, sir. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is your atomic clock. It's made by Sharp. Big numbers, so you can see it across the room. It shows you your temperature on the inside of the house. On the outside, it shows you the date. Ladies and gentlemen, here's an outstanding clock to you. It sets the time by itself by radio signal. All right, you tell me. There, everybody can go here. On 5, now 10, and now 10, 15, 20. Now 5, and 20, and 5, and 30, and 30, $30. Now 5, and 30, and 5, and 35, 40. 40, now 5, 45, and 45, now 50. 50 down to 45, now 50, down 5, 55, 55, 60. 55 here, now 60. One more time, give me 60. 55 here, gonna be 60. 60 down to 55, now 60. 60 down to Mike, you're on 55, 60. 55 here, gonna be 60. Where? 55 now, 60. 55, 60. Sold them, $55. Put them on number 122, 122. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's my 3 items. Like I say, my name is Justin Bonshaw, contestant number 10. Thank you very, very much for your attendance, and I hope you enjoyed the auction so far. Thank you again.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here today. What happens next is this was our 10 top finalists. Again, everyone competed last January, and there were 20. That was narrowed down to 10. What's going to happen now, the judges' scores will be tabulated, and the 5 highest scores will now make the actual finals. And that will be shortly. We'll bring them back out here in not too long, so please be patient. That won't take long at all. We'll announce our winners, the 5 top, and then again, they will sell 2 more items for you, and they will be asked to interview questions.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Eve. And you know, one of the great things about working with a Kansas Auctioneers Association member is that, as you can see, despite the little fun a couple of our friends have had down front, we all get along very well. And when you hire one of us on sale day, don't be surprised when you see he's brought along 1 or 2 or 3 of his or her friends, because that's just the way we work. We work together all the time. As I mentioned, auctioneers are called on to sell all kinds of things. Kansas auctioneers are very resourceful. In fact, part of our Constitution binds us to 3 things basically that we work on as auctioneers, and the reason we have our association. And the first of those is that we maintain relationships amongst our fellow auctioneers. The second is that we have good relationships with all of our clients. And the third is that we have great relations with the general public, because that's who we're looking to hire us each time we go to work, or those people like you that are members of the public. So look for a Kansas Auctioneers Association member when you're looking. Eve, what's your favorite kind of auction to go help on? You go help on all kinds of auctions.
Oh, I have. I've helped on a number. Actually, it's so thrilling, because the one thing that I love about any auction, whether it's the automobile or the storage auction or benefit, or if it is personal property sale, are the individuals that come. I mean, what a greater opportunity to meet people in a community that are gathering together to find something that they've always had their heart on, and it's just, the public is so fantastic. It really is great. What is really fascinating, which I think a lot of people may not know, is that annually, worldwide, over $4 trillion are sold by this method of marketing. It truly is just the #1 way and best way to sell assets. It's fun, it's transparent. But I also want to let you know, if any of you out there are curious about the auction industry, the gentlemen and the ladies in the red vest, the members, the competitors, do not hesitate to just tap someone on the shoulder if you have any questions about the industry, becoming a part of it. And like Lenny mentioned earlier, it takes an ensemble. It takes a team to put on the auction, and it is not just about the auctioneer. It is all about the team and all the many opportunities to be an auction professional.
You know, Eve, one of the things that you and I both get to do a lot of is benefit auctions. And we don't want to discount the work of benefit auctions and what it means to nonprofits across our nation. Billions of dollars are raised each year at benefit galas and at events. So endowment funds for universities, all kinds of charities benefit from the auction method of marketing. They call on folks like us to come help them plan events and put together successful fundraising galas. So always keep in mind when it's time to hire an auctioneer, look for someone from the Kansas Auctioneers Association. Well, the judges' scores are being tabulated, and so just to signpost a little bit about what's coming up next. These 5 finalists are going to be named in just a moment. We're going to call all 10 back out on stage. We're going to identify the top 5. When we do that, those top 5 will not be in any particular order. We'll identify those top 5. Those top 5 will pass on to stage 2 or the finals of this championship today. When they do the finals, Eve, it's not exactly like the first stage because they're going to sell 2 items, but they have an interview.
Yes, the interview is very important. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this championship is about the bid call, but it's also about being an ambassador for both the Kansas Auctioneers Association and the industry. So there are opportunities that this new champion is going to have to speak with the public, to speak with the media, and when they are answering the questions, we're really looking at how, not necessarily the answers, but how are they answering, how passionate are they, and what a great representative they will make. So we don't have trick questions, they're just simple questions, so we can also have the judges the opportunity to view them not only as a bid caller, but also as the ambassador for the Kansas Auctioneer Association in the next year.
We're also going to have another fun treat for you. You know, these auctioneers are going to come back and sell 2 items each, and then it'll take just a little bit of time to tabulate those scores, and when they do, we have a nice surprise. We gathered about 15 additional items beyond what we need to conduct this competition today, and we're fortunate to have several past champions in the crowd, and we're going to call those champions forward. Eve, give us an idea who's here from the past that's going to be selling while we're tabulating the finals.
Well, Lenny, to start with, we haven't seen you sell yet, and Lenny was our 2015 champion. We also have Jeff Crissup here, who was a 2012 champion. Sean Terrell was our 2011 champion. Also from 2006, Mr. Robert Haley will be here and have the opportunity to sell. Mr. Andy Conser, who was just up front, he was our 2004 champion. Also with us today from 2002, Mike Bailey was our KAA champion. And of course, 2000, Kevin Borger, who was also the 2009 International Auctioneer champion. So they should all hopefully have the opportunity to sell for you, to see more style and more fun and just different rhythms. It's always fun seeing different auctioneers. And for those of you earlier that found humor and you're enjoying this process, don't think that you need to go to a comedy school or an improv school. Auction school for me was the best 9 days of my adult life. I never laughed more, learned more, and now I'm a part of a great industry.
Yeah, it is. And you know, when we sell these final items today, she's right, you're going to hear some exceptional skill, and you're going to see that there's a lot of ways to conduct an auction chant. There's really a great variety, and we've had some fun items. You know, I'll tell you right now, we handpicked some special items for some of these people, and we're going to have great fun watching them sell because we've got some real fun items coming up over there just a little bit later. The Kansas Auctioneers Association provides all kinds of educational opportunities. Many of our members are also real estate agents and real estate brokers, and so we provide some continuing education that satisfies their continuing ed for the auction side, but it also satisfies their continuing ed for the real estate side. By doing it this way, we're able to shape that continuing ed into hours that benefit them specifically to real estate auctioning, because there are some specific things you need to learn and some new trends in the industry, and so we're up on all that. Eve, we have some great education already planned for our winter convention, all kinds of things that we're going to be talking about.
Absolutely, we do. Always about marketing with the auction method of marketing, but we also have specific 2 days for those of you that have your real estate license, we have the course that you can get your continuing education credits during our winter conference, which will be in Wichita, Kansas this year, January 25th through the 28th. So if we do have any of you individuals here that happen to be realtors or real estate agents, we welcome you to join us at our conference so you can get those continuing education credits. We also have, like you mentioned, different trends in our industry. We know that online is a big platform for the way some auctions are shared with us. But are we ready, Andy? Oh, I thought we had, Andy was the messenger that our judges were about ready.
Oh,
And
good.
here comes Mr.
In a
Crescent.
hermetically sealed envelope from Price Waterhouse all the way from Oklahoma. Thank you. Thanks you, Kansas champion Mr. Jeff Crissup. Ladies and gentlemen, the scores have been calculated and our finalists are here.
All right. Yes. Oh,
Now,
they're not here.
They're
We need
not-
to bring all 10 back out here. We almost announced them and they weren't here.
hey Jeff, can
May
you...
we please invite all of our, and ladies and gentlemen, it's always such a beautiful sound. Applaud, applaud to all of our 9 participating auctioneers for 2017. It does really take a tremendous amount of courage and bravery and passion to walk up those steps and perform in front of all of you, their competitors, and their family.
All right, these aren't in any order, right?
These
No
are not
particular order?
in any particular order, nor will this be the order they will be in the finals. Congratulations to Justin Bantoff.
Next up, please give a warm hand to our finalist, Julia Sparks.
And our third finalist, congratulations, Donny Stuff.
Next up, finalist number 4 is Mr. Tony Wisely.
And again, congratulations to each and every one of you. And our final finalist, Josh Miller.
Give all of the 10 finalists a great hand as these 5 get ready to go get familiar with their final items. They're going back now in a sound sealed room, and in just a moment, after they've had a moment to look at those items, they're going to go back there and we're going to call them back out to sell their final 2 items, and this time they'll be conducting an interview.
Once again, to our 5 finalists, if you could please return to the green room.
What we do at our Kansas Auctioneers Association contest is kind of a mirror, Eve, of the contest that we both competed in a couple of times, and that's the International Auctioneer Championship.
Yes.
We're going to call on them to come out and sell a couple of items, but also to do an interview. So tell us about the interview. You came up with the questions today.
Yes, I did. And again, like I said earlier, part of the championship is being an advocate and ambassador for both the industry but mostly the Kansas Auctioneer Association. So they have 2 questions, and one question will be surrounded around the Kansas Auctioneers Association, and then a second one just is more general about the industry itself. But nothing that tricks them up, nothing that they had to study or know the exact answer to. Again, it's really just how they answer the question, not so much of what their answer is, but their delivery, their passion, and their dedication to represent the association and the industry for the next year.
Yeah, you really are an ambassador for a year and beyond. You know, as the Kansas Auctioneer Champion, I had the opportunity and still continue to have the opportunity to speak to civic organizations all across our great state, even outside the state of Kansas. We get to speak to all kinds of those associations, the Kiwanis Club, all kinds of clubs like that, and talk about it. You know, one of the questions I asked you as a finalist last year is, as you get ready to step off the stage, one of you is going to be the new Kansas champion. You're likely to be met with a television camera for an impromptu interview. What are you going to tell them about the Kansas Auctioneers? That happened to you. You did a great job, and that continues. Today, you and I have each done several radio interviews. We've done some work on television today. So the champion will be chosen today based on their ability not only to sell and to have a smooth chant, but to stand up in front of a camera, to stand up in front of a microphone, to stand up in front of a civic organization and tell them about the auction method of marketing and the Kansas Auctioneers Association.
And especially as being, this is our 27th Kansas Auctioneers Championship. There have been 2 women. Megan McCurdy won a few years ago, and I'm the second woman. Within the industry, there are only 8% that are women auctioneers. So being the champion this year for me was wonderful, because not only did I have the opportunity to share this great industry with women, but to individuals that just walk up. So your stage, the platform for the champion, is in front of a media camera. It could be in front of a radio, but really it's most important in front of each and every one of you in our communities.
Yes, it is. And you know, being an auctioneer is more than just about doing a chant. An auction method of marketing now has become much, much more sophisticated than it was just a few years ago. You know, there's a little thing out there called the internet that seems to have changed a whole lot of things. And it used to be, if you had a very, very fine set of collectible items, about the only choice we had was to advertise nationwide and hope that some of those people would attend, or we had other methods via mail or telephone that they could bid. But now with the internet, our auctioneers have become real experts in doing online auctions as well. One of the common things we see when someone calls an auctioneer and says, it's time for me to downsize, we need to sell the house, we need to sell the farm, we need to sell some stuff. One of the things we see done very commonly right now is a hybrid auction, where the auctioneer determines, with the consultation of his clients, which methods are going to work best for which assets. So it's not uncommon at all to have a live auction for some real estate, to have some absentee bidding on some special assets, and maybe do an online auction for some collectibles that could easily be shipped, and they reach out to a nationwide audience. All of the education that we provide through our Kansas Auctioneers Association and all of the resources that we make available to our member auctioneers make them better equipped to handle all of those kinds of auctions. So when you think about hiring an auctioneer, not every auctioneer in Kansas is a member of our association. Make sure you look for one that is a member. You can find our members by going to the Kansas Auctioneers Association website. And Eve, that brings up another thing. You know, people look for a good resource for auctions. Our Kansas Auctioneers page has a great listing of the auctions.
Yes, it does. So again, at our website and on Facebook, if you are interested in attending a specific auction, you can look at our calendar and see what is coming up in your area. And what is really fantastic about that, especially if you are one of our future clients, one of our future sellers, the world essentially now is your customer. And that's why it's so terrific. Reach out to the Kansas Auctioneers Association. We have been honing our skills. We are professionals, and we will find exactly your best buying pool, which doesn't necessarily anymore, with those of us that have really become proficient on technology and how to utilize that to your benefit and increase your buying pool. But absolutely, if you're curious, you're interested, you're looking for that some special piece of farm equipment, go to our website and you can take a look at our calendar and know exactly when our upcoming auctions are.
Usually when we get an opportunity to speak to a civic organization, we're happy to field questions about the auction industry. And so we're going to give you that opportunity today. If you have a question about what it takes to become an auctioneer, what it is about auctioneering that's cool, how to conduct auctions, if you have any question at all, right now we're ready to try our best to answer those questions. If you want to slip up a hand and tell us you have a question, we'll try to get a volunteer to help relay that question up here. Anybody here that wants to know anything about the auction industry? I see Andy's already taken a phone question right now. Anybody have a question about auctions or auctioneering? Well, Eve, you know, I think one question that we get asked quite a bit is why auction? And it's just a simple question. And the reason why auction is if you have, let's say you have some assets to sell and you look at all the other options, well, your other options are to have an estate sale or to have a garage sale, and you go buy some stickers and you put a price on all of those things, and you either get that price or you negotiate a price. But with an auction, you offer up that item, and in a colorful manner, you let all of the people that attend your sale that day bid on it. Another great thing about auctions is you get to pick the date. We get to pick a date 30 days from now where we're going to turn your assets into cash.
Absolutely. And if you think about it, still, to date, the most luxurious items are sold at the auction method of marketing: wine, art, real estate.
If they were going to sell the Mona Lisa today, you don't think they'd just hang a tag on it?
No, I do not. You gather those individuals that are interested by that pre-marketing, you bring them together, and they compete. And it's transparent. You're right there with the individuals who want that as well. And it is market value, it's transparent, and it really is the best way.
Yeah, it's absolutely. We like to say that auctions are fast. You get to pick the date, usually 30 days, sometimes a little less. They're fun because you're not worrying about negotiating between the seller and the buyer. The seller gets to sit back and watch the buyers exchange bids back and forth over their items, and they're fair because, as Eve just indicated, they're conducted in the public. They're right out in the open for everyone to see. So auctions are fast, fun, and fair, and a great way to sell your assets. The 5 finalists are going to be coming out here and selling 2 items. Now, if you notice if you took a look at those tables a little bit earlier, you'll notice that for the finals, what we've done is we've kind of taken it up a notch. So one of the things an auctioneer does is they have to determine what a starting price might be, and so you'll hear them come out. Sometimes they'll come out and suggest, hey, would you give $100? If nobody bids, they might back it down to 25 or even lower and start their way back up. Well, what we did for the finals is we gave them an opportunity to perhaps, depending on the bidders, find a little wider range, because the things we're going to be selling in the finals right now have retail values. Some are close to, and a couple over, $300. So we have some very, very cool items coming up, and I know you're going to enjoy seeing these auctioneers work those. I know there's some things you're going to take an interest in over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just received word the finals are now about to begin.
So
and we will begin with the interview questions, and then they'll have the opportunity.
Okay, I was just going to ask, you're going to start with the interview, and then they're going to sell 2 items. Great. Judges are ready. We're going to start with the interview. They're going to have 2 questions. Just as a reminder, all 5 candidates are sequestered in a soundproof room back there as they come out one at a time. They'll each be asked the same identical 2 questions. The questions don't really have right or wrong answers. We're looking more for the answer, the volume, the depth, and the performance and delivery of their answer to these 2 questions.
May I please welcome finalist number 1.
Well, hello again, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Julia Sparks, finalist number 1. I hear we have a couple questions that I'm ready to answer.
Yes. Question number 1. Not every auctioneer in Kansas is a member of the Kansas Auctioneers Association. If you meet one of those auctioneers today at the Kansas State Fair, what would you tell them about why they should join the KAA?
Any auctioneer who's not a member of the Kansas Auctioneers Association should join the association because of the educational opportunities available. Not only are you going to have great seminars when it comes to conference time, you're going to meet so many people with so many educational backgrounds that your business is going to flourish due in part to being a member of the Kansas Auctioneers Association.
Question number 2. The chant of the auctioneer is what built our industry. With the explosive growth of online auctions, do you think auctioneers will continue to be known by their chant?
Absolutely, first of all, because the auctioneer is the auction. The live chant is what creates energy, excitement, and wants in a bidder to buy at an auction. Now, does that mean that you should ignore technology? Absolutely not, because technology is the future. And with so many online simulcast bidding opportunities, it is important that live auctioneers utilize technology in order to make their business flourish, because technology is the future. But the live chant isn't going anywhere. We're here to stay. Thanks, Eve. I have 2 great items to sell for you, the first of which is lot 1A. Now let me read this. I had a quick turnaround, so I'm not quite sure, but it's a Bushnell Golf NeoGhost GPS rangefinder with over 30,000 courses loaded on this. And of course, you have a portable charging device to keep that rangefinder going. Well, it's going. How many dollars on it? Where are my golfers? Who bid $10? I'm at 10. Now 20. Now $20 bidder. Now 20. 20. $10 bidder. Now 20. Now 30. I'm at 30. Bid 40. Now 40. 40. About 40. $40 bidder. Now 40. I'm at 40. Now 50. I'm at $40 bidder. Now 50. 50. $50 bidder. Now 60. I'm at 60. Bid 70. Now $7 bidder. Now 70. 70. $70 bidder. Now 70. I'm at 60. Right here. Bid 65. I'm at $60 bidder. Now 65. Now 65. $65 bidder. Now 5. 5. $65 bidder. Now 5. 60 in the front. Now 65. Last and final call. $60 bidder. Now 65. Thanks for what you could do, and I have sold it for $60. What's that buyer number, sir? 133. Thank you so much, and thank you to my backup bidder. My second item is lot 1B. This is the Artist Loft Complete Art Easel and Portfolio Set. You have paints, crayons, markers, an easel, paper, all you need to get that creativity flowing. Let's go. Who bid $5? I'm at 5. Now 10. Now $10 bidder. Now 15. Now 20. I'm at 15. Now 20. Now 25. $25 bidder. Now 25. 30. I'm at 25. At 30. Now 35. Now 40. 40. 40. 40. 45. I'm at 40. Now 45. 50. Now 50. Now $50 bidder. Now 55. I'm at $50 bidder. Now 55. Now 55. 50 on the right. Now 55. 60. I'm at 55. Now $60 bidder. Now 55. Right. Far. 60. Now 65. I'm at 60. Bid 65. Now 65. $65 bidder. Now 5. Now 70. I'm at 65, bid 70. I'm at 65, now 70, now 75, now $5 bidder, now 5, 5, 70, $5 bidder, now 75, 80. I'm at 75, 80, now 85, now $5 bidder, now 5, 5, $85, $85, 80 is right here, now 85, now 90. I'm at 85 and 90, now $100 bidder, now 1, now 1, now $100 bidder, now $1 bidder, now 1, 1, who bid 95. I'm at $90 bidder, now 95, now 95, 95, last and final call, 99, 95, and it is sold for $90. Buyer number 121. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been my privilege. Again, my name is Julia Sparks. God bless.
And again, as we mentioned earlier, ladies and gentlemen, each contestant will, for the first time, hear the exact same questions. They are sequestered in a room. They have not been able to be released since becoming one of the top 5. And again, the same question will be asked to each of the 5 finalists. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome finalist number 2.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tony Wisely. I will be contestant number 2 in this third and final round of the Kansas Auctioneer Championship. Eve, I believe you have a couple of questions for me.
Question number 1. Not every auctioneer in Kansas is a member of the Kansas Auctioneers Association. If you meet one today at the Kansas State Fair, what would you tell them about why they should join the KAA?
That is a pretty easy question for me. Been a member of my state association and your state association for a number of years. And when I got started, affiliation with the association, our state associations and the NAA, is what helped me get started. One thing I'm amazed with in the auction family is this group of people, unlike any other profession, you will find maybe even the guy in your own neighborhood, they are willing to help you and to share information. So if that person was not a member of the state association and they wanted to further advance their career, I think the networking and the educational opportunities available in the association cannot be replaced, and they should be a member.
Question number 2. The chant of the auctioneer is what built our industry. With the explosive growth of online auctions, do you think auctioneers will continue to be known by their chant?
If you ask most people, and there are a number and a wide variety of people who like to attend auctions, but if you ask most people, the one thing that is intriguing, most people will say, is that chant of the auctioneer. And eBay, all of the other electronic methods of bidding, remove the momentum, the excitement, the energy that a live auctioneer builds. And I do not believe that the live auctioneer will ever go away, because people enjoy that and like that part of the entertainment in the sales process. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have 2 great items. The first item up for bids here is a Bushnell 12 megapixel trail cam. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it has a 1-year battery life. It will take 720 HD video, and it will capture that big buck. Now, if you're not a sportsman, put it on your front porch and keep an eye on your Amazon deliveries right there. Ladies and gentlemen, trail cam, tell me what we're going to get for it. I'm $70 to 5, I'm going to get 70. How about 5? Do I have 5? Now 10, 10, 15, 20, now 20, now 5, 25, I'm going to get 30, 35, I'm going to get 35, now 40, 45, 50. I'll $50, need 55, $60, we're going to get 60, 60 now, 65, 70, 70, 70. I'll 70, now 75, 75 with you, now 80, now 80. Your turn, 80 in the back, we're going to give 85, I'm going to give 85. 80 in the back, we're going to give 5, where are we going to get? You want back in 85, now 90. 85, to get 99, you're out. When you get 5, to get $90, needing 5 now. Thank you. 100, $100 now 5. I'm 105, 5. Are you sure? You've owned it this long. I'm 100 to get 5. You able to buy 5, to get $105. It's only money. They'll make more tomorrow. I'm 105 where? I'm 105, 5 to get 105, and I have sold straight away $100. Put on number 166. $100 on 166. Thank you. Our second item is a Dremel 3000 corded AC rotary power tool. Ladies and gentlemen, it includes 24 accessories that will make all of your handy projects look professional. Right there, tell me what we're going to get for it. I'll 75, to give 80, where we get. How about 10? I'll 10, 15, 15, 20. I'll 15, but I get 20, where we get 20, 20, 20, you able to buy 20. Now 5, to get 30. Now 35, 40, 30, $40, 5. I'm 40, 5, to get 45, 45, 50, 45, to get 50. Are you sure? 40, the more you pay, the more you'll enjoy it. I'm 45, to get 50, 45, to get 50, where? All in, all done, 45, to get 50. You able to buy 50, where? And I have sold straight away $45. 144, $45 on 144. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Wisely is my name from Perry, Oklahoma. Pleased and honored to be here as contestant number 2 in the final round. Thank you.
We're now just about 10 minutes away from knowing who the next Kansas champion auctioneer will be. This is just a reminder. We have this stage until 4 o'clock. We'll get out of here in plenty of time. We're only about 10 minutes away from naming the champion. But don't forget, you need to pay. We'd like to move our auction trailer so that other events coming here later today can take place on schedule. So as soon as we wrap up, if you are one of our kind winning bidders, we'd invite you to go over to the trailer and be ready to pay. Now, Eve, the judges are doing a little more writing this time. Is it because of the interview?
It is because of the interview and also their chant. What is really terrific too about when these individuals are being judged, they're actually getting positive, constructive feedback. And when we ask our judges to make notes on their sheets, they will receive these back. And it's so important, whatever industry it is that you're in, is to receive those critiques so that you can grow better at your chosen profession. So they are both scoring, but they're also writing really important notes and messages to the contestants. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage finalist number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Justin Bonshaw, contestant number 10. Eve, I understand you have a question.
Question number 1. Not every auctioneer in Kansas is a member of the Kansas Auctioneers Association. If you meet one of those auctioneers today at the Kansas State Fair, what would you tell them about why they should join the KAA?
The KAA to me is a huge family. We're all auctioneers, we all work together, and we're all for the same goal, the auction business. Is merchandising our real estate, our household, our cattle, whatever we may be merchandising, we do it to succeed and get the top dollar. It's true price discovery on any given day of the week. So the KAA, by me being a member, I'm able to contact these other members and we work back and forth. It's a great, great team and we succeed at this final goal.
Question number 2. The chant of the auctioneer is what built our industry. With the explosive growth of online auctions, do you think auctioneers will continue to be known by their chant?
Personally, yes, I do. The online auctions, some of these auctions are actually doing it online and having an actual auctioneer where the people can hear them and bid, which is a big plus. But we as auctioneers, going to my auction today, we have the crowd just like we are here today. You see me, you hear me, and it's a great, great tool because it's eye contact. But like she said, the internet, we have people that can't be here today, but they have the option of buying the same merchandise. So we're trying to help our customers get the top dollar, even by being here personally or on the internet or even on the phone. So yes, I do. I think the chant is a very, very important tool, and as we practice, we even get better each and every day. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's my opportunity to sell 2 more items to you. It is a staple gun made by Arrow. And ladies and gentlemen, everybody needs a staple gun put in your desk drawer, your shop, your garage, maybe even the back of your Toyota. All right, let me to tell you what, made by Arrow now, gentlemen. All right, tell me there, $250. $2 here now, $5, $7, now, $10, $12, $15, $15, $15, $17, $50. $15 here now, $17. Tell me the auction now, gentlemen, $17 and a half. $17, $50 now, $20, $20 now, $20, $20, $17 up to $20. $20, $17, $50 here now, $20. Gotta be missing somebody here. Gonna be $17, $50 and $20. $20, $20, $17, $50 now, $20, $20 now, $20. Bids over there, $17 up to $20. Now, $20. Now 2, 2 behind 20, down 2 behind 5, now 5 bit of a 5, now 7, 7 high, bit of a 7 high, 27, 50, now 30, 30, now 2, 2 behind bit of a 32 and 50, now 5, 35 pound dollar, 2 and 50, now 5 bit of a 35 pound dollar, all in, all done, 35, 2 and 50 here, now 5, try one more time, 35, 2 and 50 here, now 5, you all done, now there, 30 pound dollar, 2 and 50 here, now 5, sold them at 32.50, put them on number. Looks like 122. 122 will be the buyer number. Ladies and gentlemen, here's my next item. It's a rock star made by Blast. Ladies and gentlemen, is your wireless tailgate party speaker. It includes your speaker. It's smartphone, Wi-Fi adaptable. Ladies and gentlemen, how How much fun do you think we could have with this Bluetooth new sound system here, tailgating, doing just like karaoke? The auction ends on, and you tell me 25, 50, 25, 30, 25, 30, 5, 30, 5, 5, 40, 40, 5, 50, 50 down, 45, 50, now 5, 55, 5, 5, 50 here, 5, 5, your turn, now 55, 60, 60 down, 55, now 60, 60, now 55, now 7 high, 55 here, gonna be 7, 7 high, 7, 50, now 55, now 7, 7 high, 55, now 7, 7 high, did you do it? 7 high, down 50, now 57 high, 60, 60 down, now 60, 60, you're around back here, 60 down, 57, 50, 60, 50, yes sir, Kevin, you're in the lead, 57 high, 60 down, 57, 50, now 60, hold in, hold on, 57 high, 60, hold in, hold on, sold them, 57, 50, put them on number. Number 122. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Kansas Auctioneer Association and myself, I want to personally thank each and every one of you for coming and attending our contest and our auction here today. Because if every bid that you made here today, all the money raised, in one way or the other, helps the Kansas Auctioneers Association. So it's my pleasure to come to Hutchinson, be part of your Kansas State Fair, and I want to say a big, big thank you to everyone. Again, Justin Bonchock, contestant number 10.
Eve, you know, I've had the great privilege of getting to work with you at some big, big events. We've stood on the stage together with hundreds, maybe thousands of people, maybe not thousands, but more than 1,000 people. And the lights come up and we're both ready to go. But I've also stood on the stage with you, this stage and the international competition stage. I'll tell you what, nerves really settle in, don't they? What is it about your nerves when you're competing in something like this?
I think when you get nervous about something, it's really your body just communicating to you that you care so much about what you're doing that you want to be perfect at it. You want to excel at it. And especially when you're put on an elevated platform, you're challenging yourself in a way. I know personally, I get nervous every time I walk out at one of my benefit sales, when I step in front of a camera, if I'm doing an interview, or even if I'm maybe meeting someone for the first time, because I care. But again, trying to harness those nerves is probably something that I'll never master, and I'm guessing that's okay.
And you know, we're in front of our peers, and so I look out and well, that's Lester Edgecombe. He's got such a great chant, and now I got to compete in front of Lester. That's part of it, I think, don't you?
Yes, I remember someone said, the butterflies are great, Eve, they're great. You want to keep them. Just train them all to fly in the same direction. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome finalist number 4.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'm Josh Miller from Beloit, Kansas. I am finalist number 4. I forgot the first time, but I do want to thank the judges for taking time out of their busy schedule to be here today and help us, you know, not only grow as auctioneers, but to kind of teach us more about ways to, you know, forge ahead in the auction industry. So I do appreciate that, judges. Eve, I believe you have some questions for me.
Question number 1. Not every auctioneer in Kansas is a member of the Kansas Auctioneers Association. If you meet one of those auctioneers today at the Kansas State Fair, what would you tell them about why they should join the KAA?
Well, you know, I don't know if they'd be able to get a word in edgewise. Since I joined the Kansas Auctioneers Association, this is my 3rd year, just the auction industry has it's opened up a whole new world for me. You know, not only in the relationships that I have forged, but as far as the Kansas Auctioneers Association educating us on how to further ourselves in the auction industry. You know, I could go on and on to a non-member, you know, letting them know just what it's done for me, not only as an individual, but as an auction business owner.
Question number 2. The chant of the auctioneer is what built our industry. With the explosive growth of online auctions, do you think the auctioneers will continue to be known by their chant?
Yes, I do. Shortly, I do. To me, the auction industry needs that personal connection. There's advantages and disadvantages to all different types of auctions, whether it be live, online, simulcast, all different types. There's always going to be that need for personality. I think the auction industry was born upon those personalities. We all know auctioneers that are characters, you know, that's what they call them now. But I think that there will be a need for that personal connection. The chant is always going to be a big part, and it's how a lot of people recognize auctioneers, you know, have their favorites, some they dislike because of the chant, but I think that personal connection, the chant, is probably the deepest connection that we have with them. All right, let's sell something. My first item, lot number 4A, got a soft case right here. It is dove season right now. Pheasant season right around the corner. Be a good one right here. Go with you in the field. Get me started. $10, 10. And $10 over here, no 15, $1 over here, no 15. I got 10 in front, 15. And $15 over here, no $1 over here, no 15. 10, 12 and a half. And 12 and a half, 15 now, 15, 17 and a half. And 17 and a half, 20. I'm in front, 17 and a half, 20. Mike, you're out. 22 and a half now, 2 and a half, $1 over here, no $1 over here, no 2 and a half. 20 in the back, 2 and a half, 5 now. $5 over here, no 5. And 20, $5 over here, no 5. 7 and a half. And 7 and a half, $1 over here, no $1 over here, no 7 and a half, 30. And 30, $1 over here, no $1 over here, no 30. 7 and a half, 30. Now 2 and a half. And 2 and a half, and a half, and a half, $1 over here, no 32 and a half. And 32 and a half. 30 up top, 32 and a half. And 2 and a half, and a half, and a half, $1 over here, no one more time. I'm 30 up top. Now 2 and a half, 5. And $5 over here, no $5 and a $5 and a $5, $5, $5 and a $5 and a $5. Sold it, $32. Sold it just under the gun. $32.50. Buyer number 124. 124. Thank you. All right, my second item, lot 4B, a good Bushnell rangefinder. It's a 7, goes up to 850 yards. Speaking of right around the corner, guys, deer season. We've seen some bucks around here. Be good for that. Right here, 850 yards. Bushnell rangefinder limited edition. Right here, 45. And 45 $1 over here, no $1 over here, no 45. 55. And 55 $1 over here, no 65 $1 over here, no 75 $1 over here, no 75. 75, 5, 5, to 5, to 5, to 75 $1 over here with Mike down low at 65, 75, 85, 95, 95, 105. And 105 $1 over here, no 105. 15, able to buy 115. And 115, ping, $1 over here, no $1 over here, no 115, ping, $115. $115. Take another look, guys. Bushnell quality. 105 up top, 115 where? 115. And 115 $1 over here, no 25. And 125. And 125 $1 over here, no 115 with Andy, 25. And 25 $1 over here, no $1 over here, no 125. Something, $115 right down front. Buyer 133, 133. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Josh Miller, finalist number 4. Thank you for coming out today. Appreciate it.
You know, we love to see young people here in the crowd today and participating and listening to the auction chant. It's so great. Just a moment ago, I observed something I've seen many times. I saw a young man, and he kind of raised his hand, like, I don't know if he's waving at somebody or whatever, and his dad reached over, like, put your hand down, you know what you're doing. Isn't it funny how people react? We can scare them to death if we look at them and take a bid when they don't think, they're waving at a friend.
The first auction I took my teenage daughter to, she was so fascinated by it, and she has long hair, and she started moving her hair back. It was outdoors and it was windy, and the ringman looked at her, and her eyes got really big, and she goes, Mom, I didn't bid. I think I'm in. So she sat, and she was like 8 years old. She sat on both of her hands, and she's like, I'm not moving until the end of the auction. So it is really sweet to watch even the young ones moving their mouth to see if they can keep up or keep along and participate. And yeah, really.
We don't want you to be scared.
Entranced in it.
We won't make you bid. Just feel free to come to all of our auctions and just be careful who you wave at.
Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, our finalist number 5.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, I am truly humbled to be back up here with such a great bunch of guys. My name is Donny Stuff from Cassville, Missouri. I'm contestant number 5 in the finals.
Question number 1. Not every auctioneer in Kansas is a member of the Kansas Auctioneers Association. If you meet one of those auctioneers today at the Kansas State Fair, what would you tell them about why they should join the KAA?
First thing I would say is, you know what, we're professional auctioneers. That's one more logo, one more experience you can have with other professional auctioneers, and you will, I promise you, you will learn something. Go to as many conventions as you can go to, and before you know it, you've learned a lot more than you thought you had. You can always, there's always something to be learned.
Question number 2. The chant of the auctioneer is what built our industry. With the explosive growth of online auctions, do you think auctioneers will continue to be known by their chant?
I do, actually. The chant is something that everybody that goes to auctions, they want to hear a nice chant, a smooth chant, very clear chant. And I think that, of course, the auction creates a lot of excitement, and that's another reason you go to auctions. And you get that bidding competition going, and that's just why you go. And yes, I think that auctioneer chant is something that will be around from now on. Yes. All right, my 2 items. The first one here is the 5A. It is a flexible desk lamp. It is LED, and it's soft to the touch. If you've got to do a lot of homework, maybe late at night or whatever, here's a light that will light up your desk for you right here. And get 5. Hit 5 here. Now it's even 7 up here. 7.5. Even 10. Hit 10 here. Now 12.50 here. 12 up here. 12.5. Even $15. Hit $15. 17. 50 to 5. 17.50. 17.5. Hit 17. Even you're going to do 16. Even 17. Hit 17. When you give 18. Even 18 to 5. 18. Even 18. Hit $18. $18. $19. 90 to 5. 19. Hit 18 here. 19 there. 90 to 5. 90 to 5. 19. 20. Hit $20. 20. 20. 2 to 5. 22. Hit $22. $2. $22. Now 3. Hit $23. $4. 4 to 5. 5. Hit $25. 4 there and 5 here and 5 to 5. $5. Even 5. And I have sold it. $24. Net buyer number is 173. Thank you, ma'am. My next auction item, oh, look here. Bushnell 8x42 binoculars. Hey, deer season, elk season's right around the corner. The most important part about that is they are waterproof and fog-proof. Here you go. Get $20. Hit $20. 5. 25 and 30. 5. 40 here. 45. 50. Hit $50. 50. Hey, sir, 7.5. Let me help you. Hit now 50. $50. 250. 2.5. Hit 50. 250. 250. 50's here. 250. Hit 50. 250. You're out. 250. Anybody up top? Even 250 to 5. 2.5. Hit $50. 250. 250. 2.5. And I have sold. $50. Buyer 102. 102. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Donny Stuff from Castro, Missouri. Thanks for having me.
And again, thank you to all our contestants today and our finalists. Ladies and gentlemen, now the scores, the final scores from this final round will be tabulated, and we will be announcing the winners shortly. But again, all of us here, one great round of applause for everybody who participated today. Thank you.
You know, Eve, we read some names earlier of some Kansas State champions that are here in attendance. I'm going to call them up to the stage right now. We're going to start back. I think the first one I have located in the crowd is the year 2000. Colonel Kevin Borger, come on up here and take the stage. Now, these contestants have been bound by no time limitation. We have 13 minutes before the next act takes this stage. We're going to have an announcement in about 4 or 5 minutes of who the champion is. There's no speed limit, Colonel Borger. You get to sell as fast as you want to go. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2000 champion, the 2009 International Auctioneer Champion, Kevin Borger.
Hey, have you had a good time today? Okay, 3 people have. This is my section right down here. Very good. And I want to hear, let's hear it for Regis and Kathy Lee. Oh, Charles, it's good to have you. Charles Beatty, he's done this for, I think, since we started this. He couldn't be with us last year. When you thank Charles again, year after year, he's just, when you think of the Kansas Auctioneers Association, you think of Charles Beatty. All right, Charles, you have some snap-on straps. Here we go. I'm going to get for him right there. $5 down, 10. $10 down, 15, 15, 15, 15, $20 down, $5 down, 20, I'm in 30 here, then $5 down, 35 now, 40, now 5. Hit $40 down, down 40 here, then on the 40 down here, now 5. Hit 40 here. I don't know if he bid, but I'm taking him anyway. 55. Hit 50 down here, down 5, 55, goes like this down here, down $50 down 55 here. Hit 50 down here to 50 back here. Now $5 down, 55. Where? Last call. I have sold it to the sound man, $50. Give him a big hand back here. Number 150. 150. Mr. Mike Bailey, 2002 champion. Here he comes, and he's got a clutch set of 31-piece impact grade power bit set. Go.
Just in case you're wondering, it sucks to follow this guy right here, and I always get to. All right, here we go. Here, $1 who got a bit on the bit set. Here, $1 who got a bit in the way here. $5, $10, $15 here. 20 here, no $5, little bit, no 20 here, no 25, 30, 30, $5, little bit, no 30, 35. Hit $30 here, $1 here got a bit, no $5, little bit, 30 here, no $5, little bit, no $30 here, 35. You're out, sir. Here, $30, $35. Hit $30 here, $1 here got a bit, no $5, little bit, 30 here, no 2.5 here, $1 here got a bit, no 30 here, no 32 and 50 here, no $30 here, 2.5. Sold it, $30, 117, 117. Next is Mr. Bob McBride. Bob McBride, here you go. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Extra large, 2 pair plainsman leather gloves to go right there, and here we go now. All 2.5, 5, and $7.5, $10, 10, down them, 10, 10, down them, 10, give 8, and 8 here, but get 9, 9, how many get $9, get 8 here, but get 9, get 10, 10, 10, but get $12.5, $15 here, but get 15, 17, 15, yep, 20 here, not here, not 20 here, not 2.5, did ya? Yep, 22.5 down here, 20 here, and 2.5, did you now? Yep, 22.5, here we go, not here, not 22.5, all in, all done. Draft 22.5 up top. Yep, 22.5. But we're going to enter 22.50 here. Did you? Sold it right there for $20. Thank you, Viola. Going to be number 1. $20. 111. Thank you. And on to 2004. Is that right? Andy Concert. All right, here we go. Pop solo. What is this? A karaoke microphone for you do-it-at-home auctioneers. Here you go. You hook it up to your iPhone. You can do Betty Botter. All right, $100 here. I'm going to buy $100 here to the band. I'm going to buy 25. Hey, but I'm on 5, 10. I'm going to buy 5, down 10, 15, 15, now 20. I'm going to buy 15, now 20. How about you, man? 15, $20 to get there, everybody get 20, 20, now 5. And 25 to the buy to the band, now 30. I'm going to buy $30 here to the band, I'm going to buy 30. And now 5, 35 to the buy to the band, I'm going to buy 35. 35 to the buy to the band, I'm going to buy 35. And 35 and 35 here to the band, I'm going to buy 35. Here we go, I'm going to buy 35. So here, $30, cash only, number 169. 169 is the buyer. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2006 champion from Valley Center, Kansas, Mr. Robert Haley. All right, what do we got? Oh my, earmuffs all in pink. My, electronic earmuffs. Here we go. 2.5, a bit 5, 5, a bit down 5, 5, a bit down 5, a bit down 7.5, a bit down 10, 10, 12.5, $15, a bit down 17.5, a bit down 17.5, 20, 20 here and 2.5, 22.5, a bit down 5, 5, a bit down 5, 5, 25. I got 2.5 here, get 5. 22.5, a bit down 5, 5, a bit down 5, and 5, 5, 5, a bit down 5. So 22.50, and that'll be number 159. Who's next?
Jeff, do you want to sell?
2012? Come on, Jeff. Here's your 2012 champion.
Thank you, sir. Got a 2 million candle watt spotlight right there for your checking cows out in the dark or long air this spring when you go to calving out. You'll need that. Help you find them cows. Here we go. Somebody bid $5 fire. Hit 5 money. Have it on 10, 12, and I'm about to get $15. Have it on 10, $15, $15 to bid. Have it on 15. Did you now 20? Have it on 20 now 5. Hit $5. Have it on 30. Better than 30. Then better than 30. Then better than 30. So I'm bid 25 with 7.5. Help you now. Have it on 27.5. So I'm bid 25 and about to get 7.5. And down we go. Then have it on 27.5. I have. Sold to the pie, $25 on buyer number 162. 162. Thank you, ma'am. Who's next?
Well, actually, we would be remiss if we didn't bring to the stage 3 very important individuals who have shared their time and talent with us all day, our judges.
Yes, and I'm very proud to bring them up right now. Our judges are all 3 exceptional auctioneers. I've had the opportunity to hire this next gentleman a few times. Please welcome the 2015 Colorado champion auctioneer, Mr. Doug Carpenter. Doug, sell something.
Thank you, Lenny. I appreciate it very much. Thanks for letting me come into the state of Kansas. I was banned at one point, but I appreciate you letting me back in. All right, we've got us a peanut feeder. It's upside down right now, but the birds or the squirrels, they don't care. Right there, here we go, able to go $10, able to go 10, able to go 10, $15, hey, $15, $20, able to go $20, able to go 20, able to go 20, able to go 20, able to go $20, 25, and 25, 5, able to go get $25, able to go get 25, 5, able to go get 25, 20 bid, $25, able to go get 25, yeah, all done, 25, sold. $20 right here, $20 up front, 124 is the number, 124.
Thank you very much, Doug Carpenter, the 2015 Colorado Champion Auctioneer. Next up, the 2011 Kansas Champion. He's also a president of one of... Oh, he's not going to sell? Okay, now we're going to bring up some auction royalty. He is the Oklahoma champion from the year 2012. Everyone in his family is a champion auctioneer. Give a warm welcome to my friend, Jeremy Miller.
Thank you, Lenny. What an outstanding job today by a fine set of contestants. All right, we have the tire inflator gauge right here. Check that tire pressure before you pull that load. All right, have it on here, have it on there, have it on $10. Hip fine, have it on there to $10 here to $15 here to $20, $15 here to $17.50, and now 20 on 17 and have it on there to 20. I'm right down front on 17 and have it on there to 20, middle here to 17 and a half, 20. I get 17 and a half here. Let's call down 20 now. 2 and have it on there to 22.50. You want to go here? I get 22 and a half. No 5. You're out over here. I'm 22 and have it on there to 5 and 5, 25 now. 7 have it on there to 25, 7.50. I get 25 and 7 have it on there. Anybody else? So in all done 25, 7 and a half. Sold at $25 right over here. Buyer number is 124. Thank you, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy Miller. Next up, the 2003 Oklahoma champion went on to become the 2011 Kansas Auctioneer champion, a leader in our industry. Please welcome Colonel Sean Terrell.
I dressed the part today. All right, we got the spider pong right there. Hit 5 here, when I get down 5 here, when I get 7.5 here, thank you, down $10. Hit 7.5 and down 10, when I get down 12.5 and a 15, get a bid 15. Hit 17, 20 to 22.5 and down 22.50. Hit 25 and down 5 and down 25, when I get down 5 here, 30 to 30 to 5, when I get down 35. Lester, 35. Hit 35, when I get 5, when I get down 30 here to 35 and down 40 to 40 to 40, but all about 35, when I get down 40, hit 35, when you're gonna get down 40, 40, 40, but I sold it your way at $35. Put them on. 127, number 127.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2011 Kansas and 2003 Oklahoma champion, Colonel Sean Terrell. Eve, I think we have reached that time in the program. We are ready to introduce a new champion. Will the 5 finalists come to the front?
Lots of applause, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a wonderful day when you're applauding. Remember, we appreciate each and every one of you for sharing this afternoon with us.
You know, each year it seems like we get a better quality of candidates, and this year we took a little extra time tabulating in the preliminaries just to make sure we were right, and now we've taken some extra time. I just found out that less than 4 total points out of 100 each possible separated our top 5 people. Fewer than 4 total points. We are ready to move on. Eve, go right ahead.
And we will start with 5th place. Congratulations to Josh Miller. And in 4th place, congratulations, Donny Stuff. In 3rd place, Mr. Tony Wisely.
Now we're down to 2, so when you announce this 2nd place, we're going to know who the next champion is.
And in 2nd place, congratulations, Justin Bandsaw. And our new champion for 2017, Miss Julia Sparks. Big round of applause for everyone on the stage and the other 5 and the 10 that we saw in January.
Julia, congratulations. It's a tradition that the champions sell the very next item in the auction. They're getting ready to run up something right now that if you coach a Little League team or if you like to attend auctions, here you go. You can carry along your own 5-foot foldable bench. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2017 Kansas Auctioneer champion, Miss Colonel Julia Courtney Sparks.
Thank you, guys. Well, we have this awesome table. Who's ready to go tailgating on Saturday? And how many dollars on it? Who bet $10? I'm at $10 bid on 10, now 20. I'm at $10 bid on 20, 20, tooting, tooting, 20, 20, $20 bid on 20, now 20, now 20, now 30. I'm at $20 bid on 30, now 30, now 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, $30 bid on 40. I'm at 30 bid 40, now 40, 40, go for 40, $40 bid on 40, now 40, now 40, now $30 bid on 40. I'm at 30, now 40, now 40, 40, go for 40, 40, 40, $30 bid on 40. Last call, $30 bid on who bid 35 before we go, $35 bid on 5, $30 bid on 5. And I have sold the table to my parents who couldn't be here, but they'll get a bill from me. Thank you guys so much. It's an honor and a privilege. Again, I'm Julia Sparks. Thank you so much for having me. God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remember to stop by the checkout to pick up and pay for your items. To the champion and runner-up, please come backstage, or they will actually be back on Saturday to sell for the State Fair chainsaw art and many other unique and special fair items. That is really a privilege and opportunity for the new champion and runner-up.
Give one final hand to our outgoing Kansas Auctioneer champion, Colonel Eve Rojas.
Thank you, Lenny, and again, thank you to all of you that shared this afternoon with us.